to knit. I'll skip part of it in my blooper if you wanted to know. But I'm going to start from the beginning and not show any more knitted pieces. That's just a waste of time. So to get started, you want to do a slip stitch. You wrap the yarn around your index finger once with your tail. Go your tail below the loop you just made. Pull the loop you just made back and grip your new loop and pull it up. And now you have a slip stitch. Take your first needle. Actually, I'm using some size 13 knitting needles today. I bought these at Joann's. The yarn was from Panic Fabrics, which I guess it's never to be seen again. Close, but that's very wasteful. So let's get started. To cast on, you want to start your fingers in this setup. I'll explain what I mean. Well, first of all, before that, you want to cinch your loop tightly onto your needle. In fact, really tightly, but maybe not. So, grab your tail and your working yarn with your pinky finger. I don't know how to say this, but
your ring finger?
Your ring finger. And your middle finger. Grab them and just assort the yarn so you know which one is which. Now, whichever one is your index finger, put that through both yarns like this. And your thumb. Now if I want to, I put the loop too low. So, I'm going to make a V about this big. You want a V. Now, if there's a strand here, okay, go and pick up that strand. Okay, I'll just drop that. Okay, so you picked up that strand. Now you want to pull whatever part, a strand of the V, so like this. I cast on a lot faster, but it doesn't matter. Okay. 1, 2. It's so hard to see. I just scrunch it up to say 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. I have 6 stitches. I want to cast on 10. 4 more. One more. Done casting on 10 stitches. Take your other needle, introduce it. You might as well hold your needles like knives, but just put your index finger with all your others. So to knit, pull up your first little stitch here, your loop. Now, one thing we're not doing is purling, which is where we have the yarn in the front and we enter like I have a hard time doing this, but zoom in. Just zoom in, Mommy. My mom will zoom in the camera. But this is purling. And so, okay. To actually knit, if you can see, this is the back of the stitch. If you insert the needles like almost like that in the stitch crossing like that, that means you enter from the back. You also sometimes can knit into the back of your stitches. Sometimes that's important in ribbing so you don't go sloppy. But For normal knitting, opposite of the back of the stitch. Still, you want to go right, like, behind your left needle, but instead of entering so that it crosses over like that, you want to enter so that, I went through all my stitch, but, see your loop here? You want to put both needles through the loop and cross them over, and now wrap it around. The yarn's in the back, but one thing, or one place you don't want to wrap it around. Exactly not. You wrap around, also not like that. I've sometimes done that and you can't even pull it through, which is the next step. You don't want to go all the way around like that, so it looks like another stitch. No, exactly not. Take your yarn. You might want to go this way, like just until your yarn's in the front, but then your yarn sort of, it doesn't really work. It makes it harder. So you want to enter, like, can you see, put both needles through the stitch across. Okay, to wrap around, whichever one's your right needle, you want to go under, again, under and over that needle. Now, this is the trickiest part for me when I learned knitting. I could never pull it through. I would go like, first of all, someone also like did the first one for me. I went like, I wrapped it around. Okay, hold on. I sort of yarn went everywhere, but it would go like this so much. As you can see, I like dropped my stitch. Now I